So what I've done, I switched it to 3G because apparently some of the Secret Service agencies can't access the 3G network as easily as they can the 4G. No, I'm kidding. That's not why I've done it, but that's what I've done. Because sometimes the phone, this is what I've experienced, the phone wants to connect to the 4G network, even though sometimes the 3G network's faster. So if you just put it on 3G in settings, you get around that, and that's what I've done now. So hopefully it holds up. So we're saying the 100 Monkeys experiment was an experiment where they tested monkeys, or it was actually a perspective that was experienced by scientists. I don't think they were expecting it, and it happened. And this was the best conclusion they could come up with. That I'm Andreas Dimitri, and this is the example I was given in my previous video just now. And I'm crazy, aren't I? So I'm there in the forest, and I want to eat my dinner, and all I've got is a can of baked beans with me, and I can't think how to open the baked beans. So I do this really, really strange thing because I'm crazy. I get a twig from get a branch from a tree, and in the same movement, I hit myself over the head, and I hit the can of beans, and the can of beans opens. Nobody in history has ever done that before, except for Andreas Dimitri. It's believable. Now, because nobody's ever done it before, and that was the first time that it's happened. Where before, it was almost like an exploration for humanity to find that series of events that would create this weird and wacky circumstance of being opening. It's now there as a thing. Out those to open a can of beans. The next person that's in that position is almost likely to do it more instinctively. So I might have spent a day trying to figure out how to open these beans, where it's like the next person that's in that position is like, I need to eat. It's like, I can't do it anymore. But it happens more instantly. They can connect to this event that's already happened. So that's the thinking. And once one human does it again, the second human does it quicker, and it's more accessible, blah, blah, blah. But that's just to explain perception in terms of science to spiritual perception in terms of reality. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, in spirituality, we believe what we perceive creates reality. And in terms of conspiracies, 1984, Orwell, meant to be a reptilian, the bad guy, created this movie called 1984. And in the movie, it basically depicts the human race as a dead, worthless, done-for species. In other words, the TV becomes our God. We listen to the TV above our own eyes and minds. And that's what, in essence, 1984, the movie, depicted. And it sort of ties in with the 100 Monkeys. And I just want to say thank you, because as I speak, I can feel myself slightly calming down from where I was earlier with all the mental health and physical health problems. And making a live stream to just ease myself out of that place. And you, the one viewer that I get, has been here with me to see me out of that. So thank you for being here with me whilst that happens. But in spirituality, we believe, what we see creates reality. And I think the collective idea is that movie was put out there at that specific point in time as a means to bring humanity down. In other words, and it's to put it out there and say, look, this is who you are, believe it, sort of thing. And it's like the go-to conspiracy theory idea. 1984, it's brought up a lot, but right now it's I'm being asked, is it true by what I'm experiencing, by what I'm seeing? And that is with the pandemic, with this common cold, that's cold, and that's all it is. That can kill, and the flu can kill. And I'm sure if you make it a problem, the psychosomatic effects of a common cold, the regular standard flu would kill millions, like they are, if you kept track of it. Probably more. But either way, this is the way it's happened. And I just had the F1 on then, if you saw the first video I made a few minutes ago, before I got interrupted and then interrupted again. But yeah, that was the first video. I mentioned I was just watching the F1, and it's like this social distancing and the wearing of face masks. And I'm not saying this is what is happening, but from my eyes, with paranoid schizophrenia, the F1, and we normally have with the F1, and I'm going to make a rolling, just to have. But with F1, there's normally this presenter. He's Pakistani. It's not important. His name fails me, but what it is this week, I expected them to go to him in this circumstance of the program. I thought they would normally go to I'm trying to remember his name. I can't remember it, but they would normally go to him. And this week they've gone to somebody else. They've got a new presenter on. So he starts interviewing him, and the way they're socially distanced, 2 meters apart, the way they've got face masks, it really wouldn't be hard at all. Like, I mean, for somebody at home, as long as they've got a fast enough internet connection to edit on the fly, could put somebody else there in their place, and with the right vocal synthesizer could produce his voice to say a different name. And all of a sudden, this segment which you've got a standard presenter presenting, you've got this other gentleman from whatever secret organisation, good, bad, or the other, presenting for your screen, and you wouldn't be none the wiser. And that's what it was to share. That's the idea that popped through my head. I haven't got the foggiest if it's true or not. I haven't got the foggiest if it's secret services or just Channel 4 wanting a new presenter. But it's just to ask, can you be honest with yourself that when you see the TV in this circumstance and you see the world on the outside, how corrupt we are, if you can see that, I mean, corrupt we are as a species, because I can see it from my own life. Because in terms of life, we're like, no, these humans should be allowed their human rights. Oh, we can't believe we did what we did with apartheid and the atrocities that the entire black tribe suffered as a result of our sickness, and we can't believe what we've done to the Aboriginals in Australia, and the pillaging and all around the world, you know, that's happened. And for my own life, high standards that we have, and you know, like, we pride ourselves, and I'm going to leave it a gay tribe, not to pick bones, but because I hate language so fucking much, and that's the reason that I can't, and political correctness does my fucking head in. And it's okay to compartmentalise different people as one thing when we know what we're talking about, if we know what we're talking about. And we all know what I mean. Easy within language. If it really does cause offence, I'll change I'll change my tone very quickly. I'm not trying to make my life more difficult or anybody else's. For the time purposes, let's call them the gay tribe. I don't really know what the word gay means. It used to mean happy once upon a time. So let's call them the gay tribe. The stigma, because that's all they suffered, wasn't it? The gay tribe suffered. Well, we've dealt with that as a collective society. We can think about, you know, making society a lot more acceptable for all, instead of there being so many cultures still having their influence on us. That's essentially society. And unfortunately, we're priding ourselves on acceptance of race when we haven't really dealt with the past.